Alright guys, as you can tell from the title, I think that I've created a pretty awesome light. And you've probably seen jigging lights where people attach a light to a piece of PVC. So what makes this light so great is that I purchased an adapter plate for just a few dollars on Amazon, and I could stick my Royobi battery right to it and it lights it up. If I need to turn it off, I would just pull my battery out, put the battery back in my backpack or whatever, throw a fresh battery in, and keep the Flounder Giggin going. So these adapter plates are super cool. I found them on Amazon. This one's like $8. This one's like $13, but it comes with a fuse and a switch. So as you saw in the other one, that light came on right away as soon as I slapped it in place. This one has a switch, so you can flip your switch on and off, and it's got a fuse, so you never burn your light out. I thought that was a pretty cool option there. Now I know everyone has an 18-volt drill battery, and you're probably thinking, well, how long is this gonna last? And you know, if I'm using it at nighttime in the water, how many batteries am I gonna need? So I tested one of these Royobi batteries overnight on these little LED lights, and I found that this stayed lit for 18 hours. So that was pretty incredible. That's obviously gonna get you through the night. However, these little LEDs are meant to like light up the inside of your boat or something, or maybe the inside of a hatch. So they're not powerful enough. So scrap that idea, and I'm now using one of these. Ideally, this would probably be the best light, but the bracket didn't actually fit. So anyway, very similar. It's got 6 LEDs in it, and it works pretty well. As of right now, I'm not sure how long this one's gonna last, but that probably means I need to do a test on it. And then this one right here, I used this on the front of my boat and the video where we went shrimping. So you can check out that video here. It was pretty incredible. We caught all sorts of shrimp in a cast net. As you can see, this light's really bright. It's a 50-watt light. This is the warm version of this light. But anyway, as you can probably imagine, it's not gonna last that long. It only lasts about 15 minutes on one of these Royobi batteries. Great for you know, getting fish or shrimp or something like that, the little bait fish up to the surface. This one is going to be somewhere in between the 18 hours and 15 minutes, and hopefully tonight I can test this. So my adapter plates obviously are Royobi because that's the sort of drills that I have, but if you're a DeWalt guy, you can get a DeWalt adapter plate or a Makita or whatever your brand is. So just know that adapter plates are really cool. I found mine on Amazon because that's the easiest place for me to shop. So get you some adapter plates for the batteries that work for you, and a couple pieces of PVC, a couple pieces of wire, a little $10 light, and you got a really nice gig light. Something that you can be using year after year and just charging up on your regular chargers that you already own. Alright, so to take a little bit closer look at what I've done, it's very simple. I've just taken a bolt and mounted it through the PVC, drilled a hole in the PVC, connected the wires on the inside. You put your cap on, you can glue this, put some liquid nails in here, make sure it's all sealed up tight and no water's gonna get in there. And then on this end, it's just a little wire connection on in there. And then obviously I'm gonna glue this together. And then your adapter plate slides right into this PVC. So if you were gonna make this exact model, I can help you out a little bit and tell you what I used. All right, so this PVC is 1.5 inch PVC, and the Royobi adapter plate slides right inside of it, awesome, like it was meant to be. This here is a, I believe, 1 inch PVC with a 90-degree turn and a cap, and that's optional really. Because if you do your wiring well enough, then you won't need it. But anyway, this can be set up like this, so your battery would be sticking out of the front and you're holding it like this, or you can turn it around like this, whatever feels most comfortable in your hand.
These are my preferred wire connectors. They're going to solder your 2 wires together, and it's going to be waterproof, heat shrink wrapped around it. The idea with these is they can't get too hot, or you'll actually melt the heat shrink before you melt the solder, especially on the blues and the yellows. Especially it's hard to get the heat just right to melt the solder. However, when you get these things to work right, they're amazing.
You're gonna have to measure and cut your PVC. I cut mine at 30 inches and used a chop saw. However, any back saw or hack saw, any kind of saw you can get your hand on can cut some PVC. Make sure to drill a hole for your wires to go through. So we're going to glue the cap on using PVC cement, and then we're going to run our wire through this hole here. As you can see, the prototype for the Royobi battery was pretty ugly. It's quickly become this, so this is a big difference. So ideally, when you're flounder gigging, you're going to have your gig in this hand, and you'll be, moving your light like this until you find your fish and you can stab it. But anyway, you kind of just want your arm to be relaxed at arm's length. So I've cut mine to fit my body, and when I hold it and stand up straight, it's about 6 inches off the ground, which is right where you would want that light to shine so you could see those flat boys. All right, now that you've seen this in demo, I'm going to take you to a video now where you're going to see this live in action, where we actually get to gig some flounders. So check out this footage. Thank you all for watching. All right, so you've seen it in theory, and tonight is the night that I actually test out our light. So right now I'm going to go over our fishing gear really quick. Ideally, you're going to want a pair of boots. Somehow I have lost my pair of extra toughs, so I'm going to go with the next best thing, which is my jet ski shoes. Yes, I still have jet ski water shoes. Probably the only person sporting water shoes around here. But anyway, I'm just gonna walk extra slow, and hopefully I don't step on a stingray. When you have this light set up, you shouldn't need anything else except for the light in one hand and your gigging stick in the other hand. And then of course you're gonna need your gig stick. This one here, I bought this metal end at a bait shop in, I believe, Biloxi, but they sell them all over the place, and you can even find them online. And then I picked up this broomstick pole at Ace Hardware for like 15 bucks. So this setup was probably about 30 bucks. And then I found this one online, which is pretty sick. And it's actually telescopic, so I'm going to extend it and show you exactly how long it gets. But if you're fishing from a boat, this would be ideal. But then anyway, you can make it the exact size of yourself. All right, so as you can see, I'm 6 feet tall, so this stick's about 5 feet, and for about $25 online, it's a pretty awesome deal. I'm going to try and link the link below so you can check that out on Amazon. You catching any shrimp? Okay. Alright, I've got my headphones here so I can have my favorite fishing music on, and an optional headlamp light that you might want as well. If you're going to be drinking, you're probably going to need a camel pack because you're going to have a light in one hand and a spear in the other hand. But that's not what we're here for tonight. We're going to get a good test and see if we can stick some fish. So stick with us. Alright, here goes nothing. Ooh, that's cold. Oh, nice. That's legitness. Oh, that's colder than I expected. Yeah, that's cool. I can see pretty darn good with this light. Got my spear, my light, my jams. Here we go, baby. Let's get some fish. Oh, that's so cold. See a lot of stuff, but no fish. It's rocks. Well, one way or another, if I don't stick any fish tonight, I'm just not in the right location, but I am very happy with this light. If there were fish here, I'd see them. It's lighting up the rocks really good. It's nice lightweight in your hand. And it makes all the difference being below the water. Watch how it comes out of the water. There's no way you'd be able to see fish like this. But when it goes in the water, boom, just nice. If anything, maybe have one next to this one so it gets a little bit wider view. But I am pretty satisfied with the quality of this. There's a crab. Check him out. Hey little crabby guy. Hey little crabby guy running around. He likes the light. That's cool. Where's the fish, crabby? I think I see another crab. What is that? It's a fish, it looks like. Not a flounder, though. It's fast. Always sped off. So the difference, when you're just using a flashlight on the top, you get a lot of glare. You drop it in the water, and boom, it just lights it up. I'm gonna check the shallows real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything, and then we're gonna call it a night. All right, so after doing this for about 30 minutes, I have seen one baby crab. I am, I don't know, maybe a football field away from land over there. I'm at the Mandeville lakefront, and it's still knee-deep water, which is pretty awesome. It's very clear tonight, a little bit breezier than I'd like. The water is chilly, but I've finally gotten used to it. But I haven't seen a single fish. So, very happy with the quality of the light, and I'm gonna go try Biloxi soon. But if y'all see this video now, sorry I haven't stabbed any fish tonight, but the light works. It's just there's no fish out here. I've literally seen one crab. As long as you don't drop this drill battery in the water, you're gonna be doing pretty good, because the drill batteries are pretty expensive, as most of you know. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. As always, y'all stay safe out there so you can return home still alive.